Okay, so this is one I've wanted to do ever since starting the Monster Manual series. Today I'll be covering what I'm just going to call spirits of the dead or demonic spirits. There isn't an official term for these entities, but if you're a Berserk fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if not, fear not, because I'm going to explain it to you. They are first seen in Chapter 0b, where the spirits drawn to the brand of sacrifice possess a bunch of skeletons and attack guts in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's something they can do, but what are they exactly? Well, they are, as you would expect, souls of the dead. They are those whom have lingering regrets or can't fully accept the fact that they are dead. So they don't fully transition into the Astroworld. The Astroworld, of course, harbors what you would call heaven and hell, along with the collective thoughts and fears and creatures that mankind has come up with. So instead of passing completely into the Astroworld, the restless souls linger in an interstice, which basically means that they exist in the physical and Astroworlds simultaneously, unable to fully pass from one to the other. Basically lost, or maybe you could say that they are in purgatory. I don't know if that's really the right word you would use, but you might even be safe to call them ghosts. The spirits are, like many astral entities, more powerful at night, and especially during a full moon. And they are also more likely to be seen by children or those open up to the idea to the supernatural. They have a tendency to want to attack or possess living creatures, probably as a desperate attempt to be alive once more, but their possessions are less personal and more ravenous, basically acting out pure aggression and negative energy. Also, when possessing a person, they can read what's going on inside your head and see parts of you that you try to suppress, and will force you to act them out. An example is when Farnese was briefly possessed. It was at a time where she was highly indoctrinated by her faith. The spirit inhabiting her had her sexually open herself up to Guts and wished for him to split her open with his sword. Yeah. Or when Guts himself was inhabited by a spirit, it amplified his annoyance and rage he was feeling for Casca at the time and had him choke her, a moment that left her fearful of him and has made his travels with her even worse than they were before. The spirits can also possess other living things, such as dogs, as it's been seen, and yes, horses too. And whatever spirit inhabited this horse just really wanted to show off. Don't worry, it didn't get a chance to use its newly acquired horse appendage before Guts chopped its head off. And there's been instances where spirits can possess non-living things like trees. I mean, I guess trees are living, but you know what I mean. There's also the aforementioned skeletons, and a panel of them possessing snow. These spirits are also particularly attracted to the brand of sacrifice. This is a mark given to people meant to be sacrifices to those of darkness. As luck would have it, the main characters, Guts and Casca, have these brands, and it draws the restless spirits to them nightly. For a long time, Guts never got a full night's sleep due to nightly visitors and hauntings from these spirits. This aspect also caused a pivotal moment in the manga, when Guts and Casca were at the Tower of Conviction, which had been a place where many so-called heretics had been tortured in various brutal ways over many years. And as you would imagine, this would lead to there being many angry and restless spirits culminating near the tower. This is a place where the Holy See religion punished those for heresy, and in the brief glimpses that we got to see, there are many horrifying torture implements that were used, all of which actually existed in our history, which is kind of scary to think about. When Guts and Casca are both near here, it causes a massive rising of spirits coming for their brands, which also rings in the incarnation ceremony. The spirits all collide and group up, basically making a blob-like wave of evil that engulfs and destroys the surrounding area and kills hundreds of people in the process. It becomes a mesh of blood and dead bodies and just filled with negativity and darkness, and destroys the Tower of Conviction, and in the process, basically compelled by the will of causality, forms the shape of the God Hand and the God Hand members themselves. Now, these aren't the actual God Hand members, but just imagine that the concentration of evil is so high that the spirits take those shapes to imitate the God Hand. We also have Mazgus, who believed that the evil spirits were all caused because of Casca, which he was technically right, but he thought it was because Casca was a witch, and he wanted to burn her at the stake to dispel them, which would have never worked in the first place. And the irony is that what he was doing, torturing innocent people in the name of good, is what caused the spirits to be restless in the first place, and yet he actually believed that he could still save them. Now, when it comes to battling the restless spirits, it gets kind of interesting. First, let's assume that they possess something or someone, and it attacks you. Well, it would have all the strengths and weaknesses of the thing that they are possessing, but whatever they are possessing is also much more ravenous and vicious than normal. So if they possess a dog, it's going to be the meanest, nastiest dog that you can imagine. If they possess a horse, well, Watch out for that cock. When possessing humans, once again, they are more ferocious than usual and will use their entire body to attack and even try to eat your face off like they're on bath salts. So if you kill whatever they're possessing, the spirit will then return to its incorporeal self and won't be able to harm you unless it possesses something else or tries to possess you. But attacking and harming the spirits in their natural incorporeal form would be futile, as they are already dead and have nothing to attack. If the spirit possesses you, it's up to your own willpower and inner strength to reject the spirit from your body. If you are strong-willed and focused, you can dispel them, but if you are weak-minded, they can take you over completely and make you act on your own inner darkness, whatever that may be. You can also keep them at bay through light and fire. As they are more active at night, sunlight will dispel them completely. So if you can, stay awake, keep a torch, and try not to get possessed yourself, and if you make it till sunrise, you've won. Well, until it's night again. Anyway, I hope this sheds some light on the restless spirits in Berserk. It's something that's been prevalent through the entire story and gave it some of its most iconic moments. Let me know what you guys think of these entities, and as always, thanks for watching. Give the video a like, a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and hit that bell notification so you can see when I upload, so you can get all the monster manuals right away. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you next time.